I heard a lot of interesting things from students. And
I mean, sometimes students can be afraid to say or point out certain things. The ignoring can be part of their fear of, okay, what, if I'm Hispanic and I don't have papers, or my parents don't have papers, what if this causes me a problem?
Right. The safe thing is to sort of,
to just ignore it.
It's tough. So, okay, and we don't have to call anyone out. You can if you want, but you as soon as you said like some teachers, your eyes sort of lit up. You're like, I mean, I could name a few, and I'm not asking necessarily to do that. Do you think that when those situations occur, or when there is a teacher that holds some kind of bias, do you think that's obvious in the classroom? Like, if you observe something, you're like, clearly there's some sort of bias or discrimination here. Do you think you're just being more perceptive about it? Or do you think most kids that are like your average upper middle class white male sitting in the room, do you think he notices?
See, the thing is, like, when I was in high school, I saw a lot of the high schoolers as just, I don't want to say immature, but they focused on different things than, should I really pay attention to if the teacher is, or should I think about if the teacher is doing something right or wrong?
Right.
And sometimes, a lot of times, I feel like if there was any encounter of, between a teacher and a student, it's usually not in front of the whole class.
Right. That's like the hang on for a minute at the end of class. Okay. So, we've got some good and we've got some bad. We've got some ideas about, say, increasing choice or using some of our resources and tools better. What did you experience in school that has helped you? Either personally or professionally with your major. Are you seeking a job now, or are you going to go to more school?
No, not school right now. Taking a break.
Okay, hey, that for a lot of reasons, is probably a good thing. Like, how has your school experience served, helped you in positive?
Are we talking about high school or just?
I mean, in general, I'm obviously thinking high school because that's what I do, but you could also think college. So here's my bias. I am a teacher, and so I would like to believe that education is important, or I do believe. But I also don't necessarily think that school and education are always the same thing. I talk about that a lot in class, that some of the best education you get is not in the classroom. And that means that some of the things we're doing in the classroom aren't really education. But we put them together an awful lot. So think about school, because obviously education can occur anywhere. Your school experience, whether it is high school or college or middle or elementary school, what have you done in school that has helped?
I'll speak on the more recent classes that I took in Mason, and I felt like it was, I don't know if it's just strictly because I'm in an art field, but a lot of the professors did encourage, they always encourage projects that address social issues. They encourage students to be critical thinkers, to think about the ethics of things, So I feel like, and they kind of encourage them to combine film with politics. We discuss politics a lot in film, and that's something that I appreciated because you're doing more than just enjoying whatever short film that you're making. You're trying to make a difference. In schools like high school, I mean, like I think it was different from teacher to teacher, but like you said, like in English classes, you can teach the student how to read, but teaching them how to read, you either teach them how to say the syllables, and you only produce sound, or you teach them how to actually read what's behind the words, right? And then you produce a critical thinker, right? So I think for high schools, it depends on the teachers. Some teachers are able to give the students education beyond what the curriculum says, and kind of prepare them to understand more of the world around them and how to navigate their way through,
Right. So for however often that happens, whatever the percentage of your teachers or classes do that, 20%, 80%, whatever, do you feel like your school experience helped you to be a critical thinker? I mean, and maybe to clarify, I already said that you're a very smart person, right? And it became clear through your writing, participation in class early on in the school year, especially considering that you're sort of overcoming language barrier and rest. Do you think that you personally could have achieved that? You showed up already thinking very critically, right? Do you think school extended that for you? Did it do a good job of that?
I will have to say that, in our family, we do a lot of discussions. So, like, on the dinner table, we discuss politics, we discuss culture, we discuss religion. So I already have, like, a platform at home to kind of exchange ideas.
Right.
But I would definitely say that, to a certain extent, I got to learn a lot of different perspectives at home. I mean, at school, that I would bring back to home.
Right.
And it would help even my siblings now. They're in high school.
Okay.
And they're kind of like, they're able to kind of critically think about the education system. They can give their opinion on a lot of different local things,
Yeah, okay. So, as you started saying that, I was thinking, so really the discussions at home are helping in school and supporting, those discussions at school. But I guess it is an exchange because then you're going to take whatever's happening at school home to inform those discussions. Do you think if your family was less engaged or engaged in that way, do you think school would be doing its job well enough? Like if you were a student who goes home and your family doesn't have that conversation, all we're going to talk about is who won the football game on Sunday. Not that that's not fun, but do you think school is doing enough to help a person who doesn't have that family support?
I mean, I think the answer would be, like, it's on the spectrum.
Right.
You have different factors. You have a person who themselves, like, they're willing to go and search things up on the internet to kind of, get that, whether they have family support or not.
Right.
And then you have people who, like, through family discussions, they kind of increase their ability to think about different perspectives. And then you have people who just discuss it with their friends.
Right.
And then you have people who don't. And they're definitely going to be, to a certain extent, less aware of the world almost than those who do engage in different environments and learn from different environments.
Right. But if you already don't have the curiosity or the interest.
Yeah, it has to be there, like, to a certain extent.
Right. So you said a thing that I don't know that this applies to you, but in recording these conversations and then in talking to some friends who have listened to them, I'm finding there's a building theme that I never fully expected, and so I started calling it Google You. But essentially, that people are learning both for school and maybe more importantly for jobs. I'm talking to more and more people who are essentially saying, like, school is great, or school is terrible, and then essentially saying that a lot of what they're doing in their jobs, they really just got from, like, Google and YouTube. That there's a lot of sort of self-education going on, and you just recently finished school. So has that been a part of your education? Like, did you find yourself relying a lot on outside resources, or has, say, your college education done that for you?
I think mine's different because of the field. There's a lot hands-on,
Right.
anyways. But I would definitely, like, what if schools equipped its students to be able to do that research beyond what they learn in the actual classroom? That's something,
Yeah.
There's a lot to learn out there, just outside the classroom.
Right, yeah, and as people have greater access to it, we probably need to change how we're thinking about school or what we're doing in it. If people can turn around and go learn a lot of what they need online.
Teach them how to learn, teach them how to navigate their way online.
Right.
How to tell, we kind of touch on, when you look at an article, you can tell if it's authentic or not authentic and all that good stuff,
Right.
but
And we
it's
probably
more,
don't do that enough.
a lot can be done to kind of coach students to seek knowledge outside of the classroom?